What's up again? It's Freaky the Maestro here, and a little bit on the silly side, but still trying to. I want to bring myself to something I've been dabbling in YouTube a lot lately, and one of the things that I've been looking a lot into has been this flat Earth thing that's going on, where everybody's talking about flat Earth versus the globe Earth. Now, myself, and I don't mean to laugh, but I do, because it's just funny. I find it funny. Now, I'm not one to sit up here and talk about, well, we're going to debunk flat Earth. No, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Whatever. You believe the Earth is flat. I believe the Earth is round. Whatever. What I will say is, I see a lot of people who have their opinion of Earth the same way that people have their opinion with religions. Everyone who has their opinion, they believe that my opinion is right and this is my proof that it's right. And nobody has any proof of anything. You don't know shit. Honestly, you don't know shit. Nobody knows shit. Get over it. Now, my main thing when I'm looking at this, because I've watched a nice handful, well, not even a handful, I've watched a lot of flat Earth, and I've watched a lot of people talk about the globe Earth, and weighing in which is true. Now, me, I've grown up knowing about the globe Earth, so sue me for that. I've grown up knowing about it or learning about it, and that's what I was taught. And as I've done study, that's what made sense. Now, you can say, well, that doesn't make sense. You can't see the curvature of the Earth. And again, it's been said time and time again, you're too small to see the curvature of the Earth. You're not big enough to see the curvature of the Earth. You're not. But I'm not here to go over that, because that's the stuff that you're going to find. Everybody who says that the Earth is flat, that's their main argument. You can't see the curvature of the Earth. No matter how high up you go, you can't see the curvature. Okay, fine. You say it's flat. Go higher. Show me the entire Earth then. Go higher. Show me show me all of it. Show me the whole damn thing. It's flat, show me the whole thing. The pictures that NASA has made is all fake. It's all bullshit. Okay, I get it. I understand. Okay, you go and give me pictures that show that the Earth is actually flat, 100%. And I guarantee you that'll stop all that bullshit. It'll end it. Dead. Dead. But nonetheless, it hasn't been done. Oh, but so and so done flew all the way and he hit the firmament. He hit it. Seeing is believing. Believing is seeing. And unfortunately, as humans, that's all we fucking know. We don't know any better. So, because that's all we know, unfortunately, you can only believe either what you hear, see, or hear and see. And you choose which one you want to believe. Flat Earthers. I've watched a lot of your videos. I asked you to explain to me one thing. Explain this to me. Because I've never heard anybody talk about it. I haven't. I have yet to hear it. I want to hear your take on this. I do. Because I haven't heard it from you. We have 4 seasons on Earth. Winter, autumn, summer, spring. We have 4 seasons on Earth. In the flat Earth model, you have a smaller sun. A sun that is not as big as globe Earth believers believe in. The Earth is flat, and there's a small sun that pretty much is doing this around the earth? How do we have seasons? Explain that to me. Because from the globe Earth's theory, you have seasons because the earth goes around the sun in the elliptical. It's rotation around the sun. It's not a complete circle. It's oblate. I like that word, oblate. But it's not a perfect circle, right? So because of the gravitational pull, which y'all don't believe in gravity either, fuck out of here. But again, you don't believe in gravity. It's not my place to tell you what to believe in, but at the same time, fuck out of here. You know, you don't believe in gravity. You don't believe that water can be held upside down. But yet you can take a bucket outside, fill it up with water, and you can swing that bucket over your head and come back, and all of the water, none of that water drops out of that bucket. What is that? Because that's science. Science shows you that happens. And it's a gravity that makes the water stay in there. That's gravity working. Now, again, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but at the same time, I'm also not the dumbest. I'm not. I'm not saying anybody that believes in flat earth is dumb, so don't even go there. I'm not calling nobody dumb. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. The reason I'm making this video is I want somebody that's from flat earth, who believes in flat earth, to respond and give me some insight. I enjoy watching this. I enjoy watching those videos the same way I've enjoyed watching a lot of other videos. Now, I'm not going to start doing a whole lot of those videos myself, but I believe... Yeah, what she said. I believe it's time that people actually just stop trying to put down each other. Let's stop trying to do that. Oh, you're fucking lying. You're bullshit. No, I don't believe you. No, let's stop doing that. Let's take a second and let's just listen to what each other has to say. You know, you don't believe me? That's fine. Let's agree to disagree. But just because somebody doesn't see things the way you do don't mean, and it doesn't mean that you should go, you're fucking moron.
Hey, listen!
But, again, my major reason for making this video, explain to me seasons. Explain that to me. Another thing, you say that, well, we can only see, as far out as we can see, the earth is flat. So when you, here's my thing with the flat earth theory. Okay, you're right. As far as seeing a flat plane, you're right. And I'll explain why you're right. Because the eyes can only see a certain way. That's the way that our eyes were developed. That's the way the eyes work. But here's a question. If you stand on top of a hill, and you look down that hill, even though you're on the top of it, why can you see the slope of the hill? Well, you'll answer me easily with that. You'll answer that question quite easily. Well, for one, if I'm standing on top of that hill, because mind you, hills are small. They're a lot smaller than Earth actually is, right? And that's something else. How is the Earth just flat and we got mountains and hills? But that's another story. But you stand on this hill, you can see the slope. But why can't you see the slope? Well, simple. Because that slope goes out from you and it goes down. Right? Right? Now, it doesn't go around. No, it goes into the ground. It goes out and that's it. And it pans itself back out, right? That's what you see, right? Now, go stand on top of a building. Stand in the middle of the building. Now, when you look out towards the middle of that, when you look out from the middle of that building that you're standing on top of, you see an edge. Yeah, you're right. You see an edge. But I can guarantee you that that edge you see of that building can be shaped any kind of fucking way it could possibly be. The building can be round. The building can be square. The building can be rectangular at the bottom. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. At the end of the day, when you look out towards the edge of that building, what are you going to see? A flat line. Why do you see a flat line? Because you cannot see the bottom of it. You can't see what's going on up under it. Why can't you see that? Well, because the eyes can't see that. Your eyes only see straight forward. Your eyes don't curve around. You're not going to see that curve. The earth is too big for you to see it, the curve. Okay. This is false. This is false mumbo jumbo. Okay, that's fine. Show me more proof. I look at, every time I look up, because now it's like, it's just there. Flat earth things just everywhere. And it's the same videos over and over again. And nothing shows anything. Nothing is giving me scientific proof of anything. But it says, oh, there's scientific proof that shows this, that, and the third. But it's not. Oh, well, you could see Chicago from looking from this part of Lake Michigan, and you're not supposed to be able to see the Chicago skyline. But you're only able to see the Chicago skyline during a certain time. And I'm from Chicago, and I love that motherfucking skyline. But you can only see that skyline at certain times. And it's when there is a certain type of atmospheric whatever going on there. Like I said, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but it happens. It's like a mirage. And yes, it happens. Get over it. Why? Well, why can't you see it? Why can't you see it? The same way the salt plains that you talk about. Oh, well, you could just see straight in these salt plains when it's covered in water. When it's covered in water. What about when there's no water out there? Does it look the exact same? It doesn't. It's different. But it's like the things that I'm seeing a lot of flat earthers do is they do the same thing that a lot of people do. Let me find this little bit of evidence that shows something that helps my theory. I'm not going to exploit the full picture, though. I'm not going to exploit the full picture, because if I exploit the full picture, I'm showing myself how things don't necessarily work. Like another one I saw. Oh, well, when planes fly, they fly straight. If the earth is actually round, planes will be dipping down like every 5 minutes or so. Well, here's a question to that. A question I second to that. And this doesn't even have to deal with a plane. Because not everybody is a pilot. And there are pilots out there. And any pilot that can tell me differently than what I'm about to say, I want to know how long you was actually flying. I really do. But when you're in a car and you're driving down a street, a straight street, your hands are at 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Here we do it like that. When your hands are at 10 and 2 and you're driving down this straight street, pay attention the next time you're driving. I guarantee you that you're moving that steering wheel. You may not move it a lot, and you've been driving so long that you've forgotten the fact that you're actually moving it to stay in that straight line. But you're moving it. You're making minute adjustments. Secondly, it's not minutes. You're making minute adjustments by the corrections by the second, milliseconds, to make sure that that vehicle stays straight. Why? Because the vehicle itself is constantly moving. It's never in a straight line. It's constantly moving. And since it's constantly moving, you're constantly correcting the vehicle. If you let go of the steering wheel, I guarantee you, I don't give a damn how great of a vehicle it is. If you let go of that steering wheel, the vehicle will veer either left or it will veer right. And you will have to put your hands back on that wheel to prevent it from crashing into anything else. You don't believe me? Test it. I hope you don't. Because there's enough people out here that can't drive. And I'm in Vegas. But the same can go for a plane. When a plane is flying, when a plane is in the air, a plane is consistently making adjustments. That pilot is consistently making adjustments. Even if you put the plane on autopilot, I can guarantee you that that plane is consistently making adjustments. The same way a bird consistently, not just once or twice, every 5 minutes, birds consistently adjust themselves to fly. In order for them to get through the air, they have to consistently make adjustments. Now you can say, oh, well, they're doing that because of the wind. Well, at the same time, hell, so does a plane. It has to go through the wind. It has something that resists its weight. So again, I'm eager to hear what you all have to say. I'm eager to learn more about the flat earth theory. I'm eager to learn more about the globe earth theory. I love science, some forms of science. But at the end of the day, I would like for us to just be able to, let's have a debate about this. Let's have an open debate. Not somebody that's going, well, hey, I just watched your video. Now I'm going to take your video and I'm going to hammer this video to death. No, let's actually sit down and have an open debate. You know, I'm down for that. I want to be there. I would referee that shit. That's some shit I'd referee because I got an open mind. Give me something that actually shows evidence. That's all I'm saying. Globe earthers do the same. Show me evidence. You know, and then you say, well, we've never done anything. Satellites are fake and all this and that and the third. And one of your flat earthers have actually said, well, tell NASA to turn Hubble around. But satellites are fake. But you know that Hubble is up there, right? Hubble is a telescope, right? And Hubble was designed to take pictures far away. Yeah, not close up. That wouldn't work. Nah. But we have satellites that are up there taking constant pictures of everything, right? Google Earth. That's not a satellite? What the fuck is that then? Tell me. What the fuck is that? What is up there taking them pictures for Google Earth? Somebody tell me that. Since there are no satellites up there, I'm eager to know. I'm eager to find out. But, yeah. And all be all, at the end of the day, I done did a lot of ranting and raving here, but I just got a few things I want. And that was it. Explain to me how we have seasons. Explain to me the phases of the moon. That's something else. I almost forgot about that one. Explain to me why we have phases in the moon. Because we have phases in the moon. But the moon, according to Flat Earth, produces its own light. So why does the moon produce its own light in segments? And the sun is the only... the sun, since both of them are their own thing, their own thing that rotates around the earth, the sun produces its own light at all the time, the same way. If you look at the sun, which I don't recommend you doing, it's a sphere. It looks like a round ball, or no, it looks like a circle. It doesn't look like a ball because you can't see all the way around it. So you see a circle. But every time you look at it, I guarantee you it's still a whole circle. The moon, unfortunately, has phases. So it's producing its own light. Why does it only produce its own light in different spots? What, is somebody going up there and changing the bulb? Explain it to me, please. I want to know. What else? Because I can go on and on about things that I would like to know. But those are pretty much the main things that I never hear flat earthers talk about. Give me that. Where do seasons come from? Why does the moon have phases? And the sun does not. The sun is always the same. Once again, this is your boy Freaky the Maestro. And yes, I will be coming back out with more music soon. Very soon. But I'm thinking I'll be doing this a lot more myself. But not so much just on this topic. But thank you all for watching. Let's make some magic.